you think that one of the challenges is the personas are disconnected from that challenge? Going back to fighting the last war, we see a lot of people who basically think an API is a very weird looking web page.
Yeah.
For first order approximation. It's just, you know, I make a HTTP call and something comes back, and that's all I have to worry about. So it works very differently. And do you think is the problem that CISOs aren't aware of that, or the product teams aren't empowered to bring all of the right groups together in this? It feels like APIs are seen as an engineering dev problem.
Yeah.
Security is seen as a CISO problem, and the product teams are stuck there in the middle trying to glue everything together.
Yeah, I do think it's a great point, and it's really front and center in this space more than I've seen in other similar issues. But I think it's a symptom of the same issue, which is fundamentally you can't secure what you don't understand. And so, you know, if you're an incoming CISO and your whole organization runs on iSeries boxes, you know, the old AS400s, you need to understand AS400 security. You can't secure that which you don't understand. If your development teams are API first and they've gone that way, and your security team doesn't understand what that means and how that works, they're not going to be effective. So it doesn't mean they have to be developers. It doesn't mean they have to write the code, but they do need to understand the architecture that they're charged with defending, and currently they don't. I've had multiple CISOs, and some of these are folks that I've known for 10, 15, 20 years, tell me I don't have any APIs. I'm like, you've got 3 mobile apps that I know of. I promise you that you do. I don't know all of them yet, but you know, you can go to Chrome and go to developer tools and look, and okay, here are the APIs that I see off of your homepage that your web page is interacting with. Like, you definitely have these interfaces as part of your attack surface. But if they're not aware that they are, and they're not trained and understand sort of how these work and how they're different, then we see a lot of assumptions. Not only do we have blind spots, but we also see a lot of assumptions, erroneous assumptions, with things like, well, we have a WAF, WAFs speak HTTP, REST APIs speak HTTP, so I'm probably good, right? And the answer to that, of course, is no. If you're, you know, in the API security space, it's no. But that's not intuitively obvious to a defender that doesn't really understand why it's different. So it's easy for them to come to the wrong conclusions based on that lack of understanding as well.